and welcome to the quarter review. We're at the end of March. For one thing, here's the agenda, right? We're going to go through the pros. What went well this quarter? What was successful? And we're going to go over number 2, the struggles, things that we'd rather leave in quarter 1 as we approach quarter 2 when March ends. And finally, I want to go over goals for the next quarters and quarters beyond. So let's go ahead and start one with the pros. Number 1, pro, Shamrockarita. I have a Shamrockarita right here. Oh, it is sour. Let me tell you a little bit about a Shamrockarita. My lovely friend Anna came over on Wednesday and we made Shamrockaritas. And the only reason why this is a Shamrockarita and not a regular margarita is because it's March. And also because it's green. And on the bottom, there's these like, oh, you thought these were lime slices? No, they're Haribo gummy frogs. So I feel real classy. Anna made this on a Wednesday. And we got one of those discount chickens from ShopRite. Oh, when I tell you I was drinking the Shamrockarita and eating like chicken like this, like everything was balanced on my chest. So I was eating the chicken like, and then I was drinking the margarita. Oh heavens. Oh, and also, if you don't have a Shamrockarita for this quarter review in your hand, I would suggest you take a pause, make yourself a Shamrockarita. Ooh. Next, painting pottery with your hot friends. I went to a Chaperon pottery painting with Anna and Alyssa. It was so lovely. We drank wine and we laughed, we conversed, we talked about life, and I think that Anna and Alyssa are two people that I treasure so closely in my heart, and I'm so excited that they're in my life. And I made this cute bowl. Look at this. It says, I attract what I seek. There's these cute little cats. Oh my gosh. So painting pottery with your hot friends, and we sang karaoke. It was so much fun. Other thing that I want to bring up, vintage dress shopping. Oh, wait, one second. One second. Let me pause. Okay. Look at how pretty. Okay, wait. I don't know how to show it completely, but okay. Hello? Look at this. Oh my gosh. I got this dress at a vintage dress shop nearby, and I love it. I don't know where I'm gonna ever wear it to, but it's so darling. I feel like a friggin' princess. I saw it 5 months ago. It was like $50, and I was like, oh, it's so beautiful, but it's $50. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna wear with this? And then I saw it again this month, or in February, and I was like, well, what choice do I have? I want to do jerked in it too. Oh, I love this dress. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If team members have any suggestions on what I should do with this dress, let me know. I'll probably go frolic in it. Thank you for exploring that detour with me. Another good thing about this quarter was Costco hot dog. Oh!
There's like toppings and stuff.
Ooh, there's toppings? Okay, one second. First Costco glizzy. They're hot.
Yeah, just made. Okay.
And this is only $1.50. Ridiculous. Illegal. This is mine.
Yeah.
It's a raspberry iced tea.
And it came with the $1.50. How are they making any money? Let's give a round of applause for Costco hot dog, one of the highlights from this quarter. And finally, calling people girl. I call people that I love dearly girl. And I believe that girl is a term of endearment that is so strong for me that it goes beyond gender. So you don't have to be a woman to be a girl. So like there's girls and there's girls. If I call you a girl, we have a relationship stronger than the concept of gender. And specifically, I love calling people girl if they are cis men. If I say, hey girl, and they respond back, hey sister, hey girl, that is the energy I need for the rest of the year. And that means that you're so secure in the relationship I have with you and the relationship that you have with your own gender identity that you're willing to be a girl with me, okay? So let's call people girl. And this is something else I'm thinking about. So whenever you're disappointed or upset, You say, what do you say? You say, oh man. And while we're on the topic, I know that we are kind of diverting from the original topic of the agenda. I'd like to present other opportunities to call people other things besides girl. Like, for example, freak. Hey, freak. OKPI. Okay, so this is our key performance indicator. I think this is one of the most major accomplishments for the past quarter. I ran a 10K and won second place in the women's division.
Get up here, guys.
What happened?
Where are they?
I don't even know what this is
Yung
for.
Han Choi, Jose Rodriguez, and
My age
Miguel Bermudez. Get up here, guys.
You're the second fastest people in your age group. No! This is a slow. This is some slow fields running. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
That medal was for finishing it, but this was the second place medal. Look, top 3. Look at this. Second place. Can you believe I ran a average like 9:20 mile pace? Pretty good. I ran a sub-hour 10K, which was my goal, and I ended up being one of the fastest girls running. So that is awesome. I think that my next goal will be a half. Hopefully, I can accomplish that by I'll say the third quarter. But for the next quarter, quarter 2, my big initiative is going to be trying to do a pull-up. Next thing, okay, struggles. Here are some things that I want to leave in quarter 1. Things that I don't feel like were successful. Indigestion after drinking coffee. That's self-explanatory. I don't understand why with the technology that we have right now as a company, we haven't found a solution to this issue. Next thing, Crocs. I know this might be a controversial one. I don't see the appeal of Crocs. I've never seen the appeal of Crocs. I think that this quarter, right, this next quarter, quarter 2, 2025 is when we let that go. I just don't see the appeal of them. I know this is controversial because this is a well-loved system within our company. But unfortunately, and I have to remind you, I am the CEO of the company. So, next thing, fear of looking stupid surpassing fear of not doing something at all. I don't know when my fear of looking dumb prevented me from making a piece of art, preventing me from singing loud, preventing me from making a painting. I also think that the fear of not doing something to the best of my ability, preventing me from doing it at all, is kind of absurd. I think that I need to apply that, like, okay, just do something. Put something on the paper, draw something, write something, than just say, like, today isn't the day to write. Because I've had too many times where I just didn't want to produce something poorly. And I think that, like, making this quarter review is my version of this. Making something, just making something, you know. And if it's not executed to the perfect condition, then it's fine. But as long as I'm going out there and I'm trying, and I think that's more than what most people can ask for or do in life. So making for the sake of making, and doing things that you're afraid of, even if it won't end up well. Just trying. Excuse me, Hello Kitty. Next thing, defining yourself based solely on what your role is and other people's life / what is on your resume. How do I say this? I recently graduated and I had this label for myself of being a student, and this label served me well. And then I left it and I became a career woman with my own resources, which I'm so grateful for. But now I think I'm in a proper quarter life crisis where I don't actually know what it is I want out of life and who it is I am. I was at work and there was this like women empowerment workshop where these women were sitting and talking about what their goals were for the year and why they wanted to accomplish those goals. And this woman had expressed that she wants to have more self-care, have more me time. And she said, the reason why I want to have more me time is so that I could be more productive. And I asked her why she wants to be more productive. And she said something along the lines of so I could serve the people in my life that I care about. Like my son has t-ball practice and my husband is going through something and I want to be there for him. I mean, there was even this woman, and she was saying that she wants, one goal that she has is to have more intimacy with her husband. And the reason why she wants to have more intimacy with her husband is because she's at an age where her parents are now transitioning to like being older and like at the end of their life. So if she has more intimate time with her husband, she could be better rounded as a daughter. I think women make so many sacrifices, silent sacrifices, every day that no one really knows about, but they do make them. It's remarkable and it's incredible, it's admirable, but it's also so heartbreaking. I just don't think that my life should be purely defined on the role that I'm playing. But now that I'm done being a student and I define myself as an engineer, I now have the time to explore other aspects of my life, define who I am. And I am a daughter, I am a sister, but I also want to recognize that I'm beyond that. I'm not just someone's daughter. I'm also my own self, and I'm struggling to understand what that is. I think that right now the conclusion that I'm at is I want to define myself based on what I would find admirable about myself when I was 8. Like, if 8-year-old Hope was standing in front of me, what would she find admirable? If 16-year-old Hope was standing in front of me, what would she find admirable, etc., etc. And I'd like to think that if I was talking to 8-year-old Hope right now, she would say that 22-year-old Hope is a princess, that she's hardworking, that she loves to bask in the sunshine, she loves to offer a helping hand to others, she loves to bake, she loves to cook for her friends and tell them to stay the night because they spent too long watching movies with her. I think that's what I want to be, and it's tough. I don't know what it's like to be a mother. One day I would hope to, but I don't know what it's like to have that primal need to take care of someone that mothers possess. I think that's something we need to improve on for the next quarter. Understanding your sense of self through a child's eyes, your own eyes, and not just through the lenses of other people, and not just through the lenses of what you've accomplished in your career and what you've accomplished in academics. Goals for quarter 2. Let's bring back yearning. Hello, where are my yearners at? I recently downloaded Hinge, and I also recently deleted Hinge because Hinge and online dating, I feel like, is an environment that I cannot succeed in. I had one Hinge date, and it was successful. I think it was kind, and it was amicable, and it was a good experience. But the prospect of dating right now just seems so intimidating. So, and also online dating is just so fast-paced, and you always have to present yourself as the funniest self, the wittiest self you are, and you have to choose the perfect pictures. It's so intimidating. So I say we bring back yearning. I want Bridgerton yearning. Please, please. Can we bring back yearning, please? Thank you. Another goal, improve relationship with men. In the last 4 years of college, I had to be really restrained with men because I've had pretty unfortunate experience with them. Now I'm in a new phase of life where I don't constantly have to be talking to them. I still do in my work, but it's a different playing field because money's involved. I'm constantly reevaluating my relationships with men, my relationships with everyone, but specifically with my relationships with men. When I sit and reevaluate the relationships I have with several men, I realize the relationship isn't friendship. I'm not friends with this man. I'm his therapist. I'm not friends with this man. I'm his mom. I'm not friends with this man. I'm his fetish. I'm not what I want out of this, and I need to let that go. So I have to let go of a lot of my relationships with men, and I think that's part of the improvement process. But also, I have several men in my life right now that I love so dearly, and I hold the relationship that I have with them so close to my heart. Like, if they have children one day, if they become dads, which I hope they do, because I think that all of the men, and if you're a man watching this, and you know who you are, I really sincerely hope that I am the godmother to your children. Like, that is how much I value these men. And I realize that it is rare for me to find men like that. And they made it through that vetting process if they're in my life like this. So this is improving relationship with men on several fronts. 1, letting go of relationships with men that don't serve me. And 2, holding on closer to relationships with men that do serve me. And also, if I could add a third here for the team, keeping an open mind. I think for a lot of college, it was just survival. You make it to the next day. And if I met a new guy, like immediately it would just be a strictly student-to-student relationship, no friendship involved. Because sometimes men could just be, they could just be so nasty, and out of nowhere. So I had to create this shield. But I think I've healed enough time has passed. And when I interact with a man, I will try to be open-minded. Try. Number 3, rock climbing. I don't know, I just think it'll be fun. I think I want to try rock climbing. I want to try rock climbing, and if we're talking about hobbies, I also want to try like doing my own eyeliner. I think it's about time I learn how to do my own eyeliner. Next thing. Yeah, that's self-explanatory. And finally, chocolate fountain. Right. So I've been thinking that the company needs better ways to bathe. I know this is an initiative that we've been talking about this. We could bathe with a bath bomb. We could bathe in we could shower, right? But I can't help to notice there's a common thread here where we're only bathing with water. So I think we should try to explore in quarter 2 bathing in a chocolate fountain. Alright, so that's the end of our quarter 1 KPI presentation. Thank you so much for attending. It was a great quarter 1. Let's have an even better quarter 2. I'd love to hear what you are leaving in and what are you bringing into next quarter. I'm so happy that you found the time, the bandwidth to put me in your calendar. But I am the CEO of the company, so you better have found bandwidth, let's be honest. And let's have a good quarter 2. I'm so proud that you made it to quarter 1. Okay, bye-bye.